This is a really fun video as we continue sailing through Thailand, this time down to Koh Samui, where we jump in and enjoy the beautiful water around that amazing island. We had spent the previous couple nights at anchor near Koh Tao. The pups were up early with me as we were getting ready to pull up anchor and get moving. Koh Tao is an absolutely beautiful island surrounded by warm and clear water. All right, about to get moving here. It is 7:50. Going down to Koh Samui today. We've got to check in Koh Samui. So that's like, so the way Thailand works is they got sectors basically that have their own navigation or maritime navigation and all that stuff areas. So Pattaya's one, Bangkok's one, Koh Chang's one, Phuket. But I say that Phuket's one, and Koh Samui is one. And so we checked out of Pattaya when we left, 5 days ago. 6 days ago, and we've been here, but when we get down to Samui, we gotta check in there. It's only about 35 miles today. Hopefully we'll get to sail some of that. We'll see. Looking on my chart, this is why I like to leave my charts up, my navigation running. You can see right here, you can see where I dropped anchor right there. And then we backed up this way, and then the wind took us over here, and then the wind took us over here, and we just kind of went back and forth between the two. If we had started, drifting way the heck out here, then I know we're dragging. But I leave this up, and I can look at it real quick and know we're not dragging anchor. And I know my anchor is somewhere over there. Should be able to get it easy. All right, all I got to do to get, the motors ready to go is everything's powered up. I just hit the key on. It switches to ready. I'll just check it, and make sure because you don't hear anything. There's nothing different that happens. So I got RPM on the port side, RPM on the starboard side. There you go. Now we'll pull up the anchor and we're on our way. All right, let's get moving. The boys know two speeds: sleep or play. I engaged the electric motors to head out of the bay, and the wind was pretty good for sailing. This is one of the things I really love about the island spirit, is that everything's push button. I push the button and the sails are out less than 45 seconds later. It's that easy. All right, a little roll we got here, but we got another 16 miles and we'll be in the lee of Koh Tao, and then it should be all the way down to Koh Samui nice and smooth. We got like 2.5 hours in this and really smooth the rest of the way. We're doing almost 6 knots on 12 knots of breeze. There's up over 6 now with 14. So we're doing all right. It was pretty great conditions for sailing and being out on the water. I'm hoping this audio works out here. So I don't know why it's set the way it is. So on the clue board, you can see that it's set one hole higher than center. And the jib is kind of flogging at the head of the sail, and I just can't adjust it enough. So what I did is I reefed to the first reef point and then resheeted the sail, and it has seemed to kind of stop the flogging. And we're about a quarter knot faster. It was just spilling too much air out of the top of that sail. The problem is I can't adjust that on the clue board until I can't reach it when it's furled. And when it's unfurled, it's under load, so I can't do it until we're like at anchor somewhere. All right, made it to Koh Phangan here. But we can't stop here tonight. We would just stop in Koh Phangan, but we actually got to go down to Koh Samui for a couple reasons. I have to do a visa run, so I have to leave the country and come back in because my visa is expiring. I tried to get an extension. I asked for one. I tried to get out of the wind here. I even got a letter from the hospital saying I've got, you know, medical attention here, treatment here, and all that stuff, and they wouldn't do it. I went by the immigration office, and they say I have to leave. So I have to leave, come back. So out of Koh Samui, there is a flight to Singapore. I'll go to Singapore for one night, come back the next morning. Hopefully I don't have any problems. I don't like the way they do their rules here because they have it up to the discretion of the immigration officer. So the rules are 60 days and you got to leave. You can extend one time for 30 days after that. I did that. I stayed for 90 days. Then you have to leave the country. So I did. I left the country just for like 5 hours. Well, 8 hours, 10 hours. Flew back and came in. I got stopped at immigration. They said, well, why are you coming right back? I'm like, I'm following your rules, but I mean, I didn't say it like that. I'm having a yacht built here. I'm here to oversee it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's running longer than anticipated. I'm not working here, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Anyway, they held me for about an hour at the airport and said, okay, and they stamped me in for another 60 days. So then my 60 days is up in about 10. And I'm not flying home for another like 3.5 weeks. But it's kind of annoying. Like, I'm following the rules, but it's still up to the discretion of the immigration officer. If you don't want somebody to like be able to leave and come back and reset their clock, then put it in your rules. But anyway, I got to leave, come back, and then I'm going to bring with me my appointment paperwork for the hospital, the letter from the hospital saying please admit, allow me in. I'm going to show my haul out paperwork for the boat. I'm going to show all the other paperwork I got for the boat, my flight home, all that. So hopefully I don't have an issue coming back in. But I got to fly over to Singapore.
Koh Phangan is a very beautiful island, and I was looking forward to getting back there and exploring. I'm trying to get back in shape after my medical issues, so when I have a little downtime sailing, it's time to work out. I'm not having to work out too much while sailing because everything's push button. We headed into the bay on the north side of Koh Samui and caught a mooring at the Island Spirit Moorings.
We are arrived here in Koh Samui. How was your trip?
So good, and Koh Samui is my home. I'm very excited to show you.
Yeah, you're gonna show me all around. We're gonna stay tonight on the boat, and then tomorrow. So the Island Spirit. So all their all these boats right here are their charter fleet. They move them over here for when it's this time of year to cruise. It's really nice here. Actually, the guys helped us catch the mooring because I realized I don't have a boat hook on here yet. It's one of those things you got to buy for the boat that I didn't realize I don't have a boat hook. Anyway, so they helped us catch the mooring, and then I'm assuming they can help us out. So we're gonna spend the night on the boat here tonight. Then we're gonna get an Airbnb for a couple nights because I've got to make a visa run. So I don't want to have you staying on the boat by yourself out here in case something happens. So we'll get an Airbnb for you and the dogs while I go to Singapore, spend the night, come back.
It was a nice day sailing and we made it just fine, so it was time to jump in the water.
I like it. You got style.
After cooling off, we were ready to go get lunch.
Like I ordered these stainless steel cargo tie-down straps on Amazon in America and had to have them shipped here from America. I mean, I'm sure it's all made in China, right? But like getting that stuff here in Thailand can be hard. So I had to pay 30% import duty. So these little lines right here. I have to pull them up to release some locking pins so it locks the whole platform up. Just a safety thing in case the hydraulics were to blow or something. Now our Highfield is free. So this one is a Highfield Sport 360. This did come from China, But Highfield actually started a new manufacturing facility in Michigan. So this one came from China because it's going to Thailand. It has a border, right? Well, I don't know if they're actually, whatever. They're right there. But if you want one of these and you buy it in the US, odds are it might come from Michigan. Made in America. If you tell a dealer, tell them you say I saw it on Sailing Doodles. But I've had them for a long time. The really cool thing about it is aluminum hull. So like these D-ring, these like rings right here don't rip out because it's aluminum hulled. And you know, I've a D-ring up front. I've been towing a dinghy before, a fiberglass one, like not a Highfield, and it's ripped the D-ring out of the fiberglass and, you know, messing up. So I like it's aluminum, and then it's got a double floor. So it's got a floor, and then underneath it another floor. So if there's any water in there, it goes into the underneath. So you're not getting all your shit wet all the time. You guys ready to go? Yeah. Come here, Merlin. There we go. Problem is, it's hard to keep this dinghy clean. He's full of sand up here, and I wonder why. I wonder why it's full of sand. All right, let's go, boys. So it's nice. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to have all of us in here. I don't know if I'd want to have all of us in here raising it, but lowering it, no problem. What I do though, when I'm coming back in on this, I'll pull up in the lift, and then kind of raise the lift just where it's like keeping the dinghy in place, but not before it's taking the whole weight of it. Then I'll hop off.
Cheers. Now you have to eat it all.
Yeah, we ordered a little appetizer tray. I was not expecting that. That's a lot.
We had a nice lunch and afternoon on the beach, and then we headed back to the boat. It doesn't get much better, and being able to watch the sunset on this forward cockpit is pretty amazing.
All right, we had planned on whatever, leaving the dogs here and going out, but the generator wouldn't start. So the pump, the coolant pump that was like the whole problem with everything, won't start. So the generator doesn't work, so we don't have a way to charge our house bank and all that at night. So we're gonna take the dogs with us so we don't have to leave the air conditioner running. That leaves us enough air conditioning for we can get back and spend overnight having air conditioning on just the house bank.
Basically no party tonight.
No party tonight. So, all right, let's go, boys.
It was a bummer that we were still having generator issues, but we were making the best out of the trip. We headed into the beach where there was lots going on, even a few fire shows.
Pretty cool. I think they're done. Ask for tips. All right. So Salud, Mexican restaurant in Thailand.
There may be a lot of traffic and a lot of people on Koh Samui, but the benefit is you get lots of great dining options. We had a great dinner, but before heading back to the boat, we decided to drive by the fire show one more time. Thank you so much for watching. It really helped me out if you would click that subscribe button.